Hello everyone, and we're back for my latest video, and it is on the Doctor Who series finale, and what an episode. I'm going to warn everyone now, if you haven't watched the episode yet, click off the video. This is going to be spoiler filled, so yeah, unless you obviously don't care about the spoilers, in which case, welcome to my video. Thanks, pleased to meet you. But no, this is going to be filled with spoilers, and I'm going to talk about as much as I can in the time I've got, so let's get into it. Right, first off, I've got to say, I was very disappointed slightly with the fact that Richard E. Grant's character came back in, and he wasn't really a big role, if you know what I mean. You watch it from all the trailers and stuff, I thought he was going to have a more integral role into the whole episode, but he could have not been in it at all, and the episode wouldn't have changed that much from the differed course. You might disagree with me on that, that's fine, but I don't think he needed to be there. He was a great role, and don't get me wrong, he was good. He gave an enemy to the whole, episode. But in the end, they could have done away with him, and I wouldn't have noticed, and I wouldn't have cared, because I wouldn't really have batted an eyelid at the fact he wasn't there. But that's that. Next point, on with that. Clara, the girl born to save the Doctor. I suppose so, yes, because she has saved him on numerous accounts, as always. But that's not really, her only role in life. I'm a bit disappointed if they're saying that is pretty much her whole purpose. The only reason they brought her in was for this. Because, I prefer it when they quite literally, yeah, the companions have that little bit to do, but for the most part they are along for the ride, and I would have preferred that. But if her whole thing is to save the Doctor, that's fine, fair enough. Again, I trust the writer's knowledge. Stephen Moffat, he's outdone himself once again on this episode. I can't wait to see what he's got in plan next. Just keep up the good work. I love Doctor Who and all the writers on it, so thank you for that. Next point, it has to be said, why does Trenzalore have so many rhymes? Did you notice them? Like, at the first half of the episode, everything had a rhyme. Trenzalore rhymes with a lot of words, doesn't it? It really does. But yeah, so Trenzalore had plenty of rhyming couplet poem things that the guys in the white faces were making. But that's that. It was funny, don't get me wrong. Jenny's, that little Jenny girl, her death. Honestly, I've expected her to die for about 5 episodes now. I don't know why. She's one of those people who I could see getting killed off for ages and ages and ages. But then Strax brought her back to life, which was quite disappointing. But oh well. In case you haven't gathered by now, I quite enjoy seeing death of main characters and stuff in this. It adds an emotional complication to it, and it's just more enjoyable then. Not that I'm a cold-hearted person or anything. I do have a nice heart. Sort of. But hey, so yeah, Strax brought her back, she's back as the same character she was, but oh well. And that's another thing as well then, those 3 characters, Strax, Manon Kazarian and Jenny, they all went along for the ride to Trenzalore. Didn't really need to happen, they didn't exactly add anything to the scenery. Well, I suppose they did, a Silurian on Trenzalore, probably not be seen. Again, what was Trenzalore? What was it before this? Is it just quite literally this giant graveyard? Because I didn't get what it was. It was just quite literally a giant, planet full of death, which is fair enough. And it's the Doctor's grave. So what happened there? We're going to find out eventually, obviously. But I'm really interested to know now. So yeah, plenty of other points as well that I'm going to keep making. I'm just keeping an eye on my time. I don't have all the time in the world to talk about this as I like. Shame. So yeah. The psychic thing through time, that was interesting. I quite liked seeing that. It was time travel was always possible in your dreams. Really? I'm sure we've all had time travel dreams, but mine have never been gathering around like a table, sipping tea and champagne with River Song and a Silurian and a Santaran. But who knows, I might have that dream tonight, you never know. And then I might get whisked away on magical adventures. But it won't happen. If it does, then I'll probably be sniffing something or whatever. But hey ho, I'm not here to judge that. Carrying on again, I'm building up here. Honestly, I am. If I'm boring you, sorry. But yeah, when it got to the Doctor's grave, a weird time stream. Now, he's always said wibbly wobbly timey wimey and what he's tended. And that was just so clear in that. I'm holding this because it looks like I'm holding something, but yeah. And it was all just, all the little dots where he's been, so it was like, all there. Just everywhere. It was great, and I really enjoyed seeing that. It was just like, I would have liked to see a closer look at that. I would have fan-geeked and just tried to plan out when I thought everything was. Yeah. I like the effects of putting Clara into like some of the old episodes. Well, not old episodes really, but yeah, seeing some of the older Doctors. That was good fun. It was really fun to just see her around like that, you know, and just giving the idea, oh, she was there the whole time, just no one saw it. And then the Doctor gets in that. That was what the TARDIS originally looked like. Really, destroys my illusion. It really does. I was a big, you know, tin can. I'm quite disappointed in that. But you know, that was on that ages ago anyway, so that's what the TARDIS originally looked like. Fine, I'm not going to judge that. But yeah, I prefer the police box look. You know, great overhaul on the woodwork and everything. But that's life. Going into it again, and I'm finally going to touch on it now. John freaking Hurt, or John Hurt, if you just prefer to call him that. You know, everyone loves a bit of John Hurt. He's a great actor. I just cannot believe they brought him in as this, as the future. He's not even the Doctor though, is he? He's the guy who broke that name, which I think is great. It's a great touch. The Doctor's saying, you know, oh, my name is a promise. And if that's the case with the Time Lords, I quite like the look of that as the Master as well. He's made a promise he's going to be the Master as well. And you know, what was that make Rassilon then? Because was that his name? Because Time Lord names clearly have immense power, so his name should like burnt up the earth when he came down. But you know, if not, what's Rassilon? So you know, carrying on with that again. John Hurt, man, he's coming as this. I couldn't really tell what costume he was wearing, but oh well, he had a beard. That was good enough for me. And he was just wow, it's just amazing episode. I've got to say, it's just, I can't really fault this episode. I can't. I could try and find a fault if you like. It wasn't long enough. There you go. There's my fault. It wasn't long enough. It wasn't a two-parter. I've got to wait 6 months for the next part. I'm not happy. Put it on now. Seriously, I don't want to be waiting this long. I don't know what to do with my life anymore. Certainly can't make these little videos every weekend now. You know, that part of my life's gone. Thanks to that BBC. But I'm sure I'll find something. I've got all the box sets and everything. I can watch them through another 50 times before the next episode's on. I can live with that. So yeah, what did you think of the episode? If comment and subscribe if you like me that much. I doubt it, but hang on. So you know, comment, voice your opinions. What did you think was going to happen? Did we right at all? I know things I thought were going to happen. Some of them did, some of them didn't. But you know, the things I thought would happen with the predictable bits. So yeah, and you know, so yeah, comment on what do you think about the next episode, 50th anniversary special. We know what's coming if you've been keeping up to date with the news and everything. If not, I'm not going to spoil that for you. But yeah, and all in all, roll on the 50th anniversary special. You know, they're just outdoing themselves every series now. I've got to be honest, this new series has had its ups and downs episode wise, some really good ones, some not so good ones, mostly in between ones. But this episode has catapulted itself to the top of one of my favourites lists. At the top at the moment is Parting of the Ways, so just saying that now. So yeah, and basically, thank you for watching this video, and thank you if you've watched all my other Doctor Who videos as well. If not, go and watch them now. I'm not sure which way, but yeah, they're here somewhere. So go and watch them. And yeah, I will see you all around. And I've had this in my pocket for ages, and I promised myself I'd use it one last time on these videos. So